Hello, hello, beautiful people. I am Sheryll Mizell, and I am beyond honored to be here with all of you at the top 100 most powerful Black Women Summit. Today's topic is Wake Up to Your Wow, the Mizell Factor, from hustle to harmony in leadership and life. I can feel the spaces filled with brilliance, resilience, and unstoppable energy. And today, we are about to unlock something even greater. Well, let's start with the powerful truth. Success is not about being the best. It's about being better than you were yesterday. Now, I want you to sit with that for a moment because this flips everything you've been taught about success. We've been conditioned to believe that success means grinding 24/7, proving our worth through exhaustion and sacrificing ourselves in the name of achievement. But what if success isn't about how hard you hustle, but how well you harmonize your ambition, energy, and leadership? What if the real power move isn't in doing more, but in doing what actually matters? The truth is, success isn't about pushing yourself to the brink. It's about owning your brilliance without burning out. It's about refining and harmonizing the energy you bring into your leadership, your ambitions, and your life. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. Today, I'm calling you to step into a new way of leading, one that doesn't force you to choose between success and sanity, a way to go from hustle to harmony, from pressure to power, from surviving to thriving. Are you ready? Because trust me, by the time we're done, you'll never look at leadership or success the same way again. Well, let's be real. How often have you found yourself grinding relentlessly, pushing forward with everything you've got, yet still feel like something is missing? You're checking all the boxes, making all the moves, showing up as the powerhouse that everyone expects you to be. But behind closed doors, exhaustion is creeping in. I get it. You've been told that success demands nonstop hustle, that pushing through exhaustion is the price of achievement, that if you're not running at full speed, you're falling behind. But let me ask you, have you ever felt like you're running on empty just trying to keep up? Has leadership ever felt heavier than it should? Have you ever questioned whether the grind is really worth it? What if I told you there's another way? What if true success isn't found in endless motion, but in the rhythm of harmony? It's time to wake up to your wow, leading with the Mizell factor so you go from hustle to harmony in leadership and life. Today, we're stepping into a new way of leadership, one that honors your worth, well-being, and wisdom, a way where you don't just survive, but thrive in your business, your life, and everything in between. But I know what you might be thinking. Who am I? And why am I qualified to speak about this? Well, with over 15 years in corporate America, coupled with my journey as an entrepreneur, I've walked this path. I felt the pressure to perform, juggle the competing priorities, and carry the weight of relentless expectations. I've played the game of proving my worth through overwork until I realized something that changed everything. Hustling nonstop isn't the mark of a successful leader. True leaders know when to push and when to pause. They understand that success isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters. And that's where the Mizell factor comes in. The Mizell factor is a shift, not just a strategy. Leadership isn't just about power, it's about purpose. It's about leading with clarity, confidence, and intentionality. Yet, too many high achievers fall into one of three traps: burnout, running on empty, giving everything to everyone but yourself; bore out, going through the motions, uninspired and unfulfilled; balance, struggling to make it all work, feeling stretched in every direction. Which one do you find yourself in today? The Myself Factor is here to help you shift from overworked to optimize, from stretched thin to standing strong, from running on fumes to leading with overflow. But here's the reality: burnout is not a badge of honor, bore out is not the price of stability, and balance, it's not an illusion, it's just not the ultimate goal. We've been conditioned to believe that slowing down means falling behind, that if we're not grinding 24/7, we're losing. What if real success isn't about doing more? It's about doing what actually moves the needle. High impact leaders don't just work hard, they work smart. They know when to push forward and when to pause. They understand that sustainable success isn't about working yourself into the ground. It's about building yourself up so you can rise higher. Because here's the truth: your leadership is only as strong as the energy you bring to it. If you're running on fumes, your vision dims, your decisions suffer, your passion fades. But when you align your ambition with intentional action, when you protect your energy instead of depleting it, that's when you step into your full power. That's when you stop chasing success and start embodying it. So I ask you again, are you ready? Are you ready to trade exhaustion for excellence? To shift from autopilot to full presence? To lead with purpose, power, and a mindset that fuels your impact? Because today, I'm not just giving you a framework, I'm giving you permission to wake up, own your brilliance, and win wildly. Welcome to the Mizell Factor. Let's step into harmony together because true success isn't just about what you do. It starts with how you think. Let's get to work. The M in Mizell, master your mindset. Let's get real for a second. Remember, success isn't just about what you do. It's about how you think. You can have the talent, the experience, and the accolades, but if your mindset isn't aligned with your greatness, you'll still feel stuck. Leadership will test you. It will change everything you believe about yourself. And if you don't control your thoughts will control you. So let me ask you, are you leading with a mindset of limitation or liberation? Are you playing small, waiting for validation? Or are you owning your brilliance and stepping into the power that's already yours? Let me introduce you to one of my clients, Simone. She was the one everyone admired, sharp, accomplished, and always getting things done. But behind the scenes, she was drowning in self-doubt, second-guessing every decision, constantly proving and reproving her worth. Sound familiar? Raise your hand if anyone can relate. Then came the wake-up call. She was passed over for a promotion she had earned, not because she wasn't qualified, but because she didn't own her presence. She played it safe, doubted herself, and dimmed her light without even realizing it. She even asked, why was I passed over? And was told, it's not that you're not great, it's just that you don't own the room. Well, that day she made a decision. She was done waiting for permission to shine. And so I ask you, are you waiting for permission or are you ready to crown yourself? Here are 3 steps to master your mindset and own your brilliance. One is reframe your narrative. Your mind is listening. Every time you say, I'm not ready or I'm not enough, you reinforce the story that keeps you small. Change the story, change the outcome. What belief is holding you back and what truth will you replace it with? 2, practice mental resilience. Setbacks are inevitable. The question is, do you retreat or rise? Leaders aren't defined by what happens to them, but by how they respond. Simone used her rejection as a catalyst, not as a conclusion. Not a conclusion. 3, visualize your success. If you can't see yourself winning, neither can anyone else. Simone didn't just prepare for her next opportunity. She stepped into it before it even arrived. How do you see yourself when no one's watching? Because that's shaping the reality you walk into. And you want to know what happened next with Simone? She finally owned her power. She spoke up. She stopped playing small. She walked into meetings with presence. And when the next promotion came, guess what? She didn't just get it, she negotiated the salary she deserved. Because here's the truth, no one is coming to crown you. You get to crown yourself. So, what's it going to be? Are you letting old stories run the show? Or are you rewriting your narrative right now? Right now, with that pen and paper, right now. Because the leader you're meant to be, she's already inside you. It's time to wake up to your wow. Now let's jump into the I. Ignite your impact. Now that your mindset is locked in, let's talk about impact. The most powerful leaders aren't just successful, they elevate others along the way. Real leadership isn't about checking boxes or climbing ladders, it's about leaving a legacy that outlasts you. Think about the people who have inspired you the most. Was it their title, their LinkedIn bio, or was it the way they made you feel? Maya Angelou said it best. People will forget what you said. They'll forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. So let me ask you, how do people feel in your presence? Are they empowered, inspired? Do they walk away better because they cross paths with you? Your leadership is bigger than you. It's a ripple effect. Every word, every action, every decision creates a chain reaction. The question is, are you intentional about the impact you're making? Here are 3 steps to ignite your impact and lead with power. 1, lead with intention. Impact doesn't happen by accident. Before every meeting, every interaction, ask yourself, what energy am I bringing into this space? You don't just show up, you set the tone to empower others. The best leaders don't hoard knowledge, they create leaders. They make people feel seen, valued, and capable. Who can you pour into today? Because your impact multiplies when you lift others up. And 3, be bold and visible. Your voice, it matters. Your perspective, it matters. But none of it changes the game if you stay in the background. Step forward, own your space, and let people see your leadership in action. When you lead with impact, you create movements, not just moments. But here's the truth. The world doesn't need another leader who just checks the boxes. It needs you, fully present, fully powerful, and fully unapologetic about the impact only you can make. So let me ask you one more time. Are you playing small or are you stepping into the full force of your leadership? Because your impact isn't just about what you achieve, it's about the lives you change along the way. Step up, speak up, lead boldly. The world is waiting for what only you can give. Now let's jump into Z. Zero in on your zone of genius. Listen up, Queens. The most powerful leaders, the most powerful leaders aren't the ones trying to do everything. They're the ones who own their lane and delegate the rest. If you're out here juggling a million things, stretched thin, and trying to prove yourself by doing it all, let me break it to you. That's not leadership. That's exhaustion in disguise. The real game changers, they zero in on their zone of genius, that unique, undeniable power that only they bring to the table. And sis, you have that power too. So let's cut through the noise. Your zone of genius is the sweet spot where your strengths, passion, and impact collide. It's where you shine the brightest, where things feel effortless, and where you create the kind of success that doesn't require burnout as payment. Step into your genius with these 3 moves. 1, own your strengths. Stop playing small. Your natural talents are not random. They're your superpowers. Let me say that again. Your natural talents are not random. They are your superpowers. Instead of minimizing them, amplify them. Step into the fullness of your gift and own it. 2, ditch the drains. Let go of what's draining you. You don't have to do it all. Delegate, automate, or straight up eliminate the things pulling you away from your greatness. High value leaders don't do it all, they do what matters. And three, operate in excellence. Excellence isn't about perfection, it's about consistently showing up as your most powerful self. When you fully commit to your zone of genius, your leadership transforms. You stop struggling and start flowing. And let me ask you, are you leading from your genius or are you stuck trying to fit into a mold that was never made for you? Because when you zero in on what you do best, you become unstoppable. You attract the right opportunities, the right people, and the right success without running yourself into the ground. So here's the deal. You're not here to do everything. You're here to do what you were made for. The moment you claim your genius, the game changes. Period. It's time to step up, step in, and lead with the full force of your brilliance. Now, next up is the E. Elevate your energy. Listen, sis, your energy is your most valuable leadership currency. Not your title, not your resume, not even your time, your energy. Because if you're exhausted, overwhelmed, and constantly in survival mode, guess what? Your leadership will reflect that. High impact leaders don't just push through burnouts, they prevent it. They set boundaries, they prioritize their well being, and they align their work with what fuels them, not what drains them. Let's keep it real. Too many high achievers are trapped in one of three energy draining cycles: burnout, running on fumes, given to everyone but yourself; bore out, going through the motions, uninspired and unfulfilled; and three, struggling for balance, trying to do it all, but never feeling like it's enough. Which one are you in today? Burnout, bore out, or struggling for balance? Let me be very clear. Burnout is not a badge of honor. Bore out is not the price of stability, and balance is not an illusion. You don't have to run yourself into the ground to be successful. I'm going to say that again. You don't have to run yourself into the ground to be successful. It's time to reclaim your energy and leave from a place of power. Here's how you do it. First step, acknowledge your limits. Pushing through exhaustion doesn't make you stronger, it makes you weaker over time. True power comes from knowing when to hit pause, recharge, and protect your energy. Two, build daily restorative habits. You don't need a vacation to refuel. You need intentional daily resets. A 10-minute walk, deep breathing, a moment of silence, or even a laughter break. Start small. Small shifts create sustainable energy. And three, curate your circle. Your energy is influenced by your environment. Surround yourself with people who elevate, inspire, and challenge you, not those who drain you. Your vibe attracts your tribe. I know you've heard that before, so choose wisely. And let's get real. Are you leading from overflow or are you just surviving? Because here's the truth. The most powerful women don't just manage their energy, they master it. When you elevate your energy, you elevate everything: your leadership, your impact, your life. So ask yourself, are you running on fumes or are you fueling your future? It's time to stop playing catch up and start leading from a place of full power. The world doesn't need your exhaustion, it needs your brilliance. Own it, protect it, lead with it. Because when your energy is high, your success is inevitable. Well, let's jump into the first L. Leverage every lesson. Challenges aren't roadblocks, they're stepping stones. Every setback, every mistake, and every detour holds valuable lessons. The best leaders aren't afraid of failure. They learn from it, adapt, and grow. What if your biggest challenge right now is actually the doorway to your next breakthrough? You see, failure is not the end. It's the beginning of something greater. Every obstacle you face is a lesson in disguise, an opportunity to sharpen your skills, strengthen your resilience, and refine your leadership. Embrace those setbacks because they hold the key to unlocking your true potential. It's through navigating the rough patches that you discover the strength, wisdom, and insight needed to elevate your leadership to the next level. Angela Bassett said it best. I don't believe in regret. I believe in the lessons learned and moving forward. Angela's powerful words remind us that regret has no place in the life of a leader. Each experience, no matter how challenging, holds valuable lessons that propel us forward. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, choose to focus on what you learned and how you can use that wisdom to evolve and achieve greater success. It's in embracing our lessons, whether through triumphs or setbacks, that we build the strength and resilience necessary to become the leaders we were always meant to be. So here are 3 steps to leverage every lesson. Extract the wisdom. Every experience has a lesson. Don't waste the hard moments. Instead of dwelling on why something happened, shift your focus to what it's teaching you. Every misstep, rejection, or unexpected twist holds insights that can guide you forward. 2, pivot. Don't panic. Use obstacles as an opportunity to adapt and grow. Challenges aren't signals to stop. They're signs to pivot. Instead of seeing difficulties as barriers, reframe them as redirects toward a better path. The most successful leaders don't avoid failure, they course correct and keep moving. 3, keep a lessons learned journal. Track insights and apply them for continuous improvement. Writing down what you learn reinforces growth and helps you see patterns in your progress. It turns every challenge into a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Great leaders don't dwell on mistakes. They document them, analyze them, and use them as fuel for the future. They don't see failure as a reflection of their ability, but rather as an invitation to evolve. The most successful women I know didn't get there by avoiding mistakes. They got there by learning from them. They took every misstep and turned it into momentum. It's not about avoiding challenges, it's about embracing them, knowing that each one moves you closer to the success you were always meant for. Your setbacks are stepping stones to greatness. And Les Brown always says that there is greatness inside of you. Your setbacks are stepping stones to the greatness inside of you. So when the road gets tough, ask yourself, what is this challenge teaching me? How can I leverage this experience to become a stronger, wiser leader? The lessons you learn today will be the foundation of your success tomorrow. Your setbacks are stepping stones to greatness, right? Let them propel you forward. Now, here's the last L in the Mizell factor: lead with legacy. Leadership isn't about titles, it's about timeless impact. What are you building beyond your position or paycheck? Will your leadership be remembered for empowering others, inspiring innovation, and leaving the world better than you found it? A leader who hustles for success may reach goals, but a leader who harmonizes their impact builds a legacy. Are you leading in a way that will outlast you? True leadership isn't just about what you accomplish for yourself. It's about what you do for those around you and how your influence continues long after you've left the room. I remember a story from my early career in a high pressure environment. I watched a leader who worked tirelessly, yet always kept her team at the forefront. No matter how busy she would take time to offer guidance, encouragement, and support. She wasn't just focused on her success. She was invested in the growth of those around her. And years later, guess what? Her former colleagues still speak highly of the impact she had on their careers. That's legacy leadership. So, how do you ensure your leadership leaves a lasting imprint? Here are 3 steps. One, lead with intention. Make choices that align with the future you want to create. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind, but real legacy leadership is about thinking beyond today's results and making decisions that will shape the future. Two, empower others. True leadership is measured by how many people you uplift. A leader's true success isn't just in their own achievements, but in how they help others rise. By creating an environment where others can thrive, you extend your impact far beyond yourself. Build beyond yourself is number 3. Think beyond your career and focus on your contribution to the world. A legacy isn't just about the things you do, it's about the way you inspire others to do the same. Leadership with legacy is about creating a ripple effect where your influence continues to ignite change, inspire action, and elevate others long after you've moved on. True leaders build more than just a career. They build a movement. They create opportunities, foster innovation, and leave behind a culture that thrives. When you lead with legacy in mind, you become the architect of not only your own success, but of countless others who will carry your lessons with them into their own journeys. So ask yourself, what will you leave behind? What will people say about your leadership after you're gone? Will your legacy continue to inspire and uplift others? The mark of a true leader isn't in the accolades they receive, it's in the lives they've touched and the future they've helped shape. Your legacy starts now. And so, as we wrap up my session, I leave you with a powerful question to reflect on. What will your leadership look like when you embody the Mizell factor in your life? Will you elevate your mindset, amplify your impact, lean into your zone of genius, protect and elevate your energy, leverage every lesson and experience, and leave a legacy? Because here's the truth. Success isn't just about the work you do. It's about the legacy you create along the way. True leadership extends beyond immediate outcomes or achievements. It's about the lasting influence you have on those around you and the world at large. The goals you accomplish today, the lessons you make, the decisions you make, and the actions you take don't just live in the present moment. They ripple outward, shaping the future for others and leaving an imprint that outlasts you. So I ask you, what kind of legacy are you making? Are you leading with intention, ensuring that your actions create meaningful, positive change? Your leadership is an opportunity to build something that lasts, something that not only benefits you, but uplifts others and inspires future generations. Every step you take, every choice you make, and every life you touch is a part of your legacy. When we lead with purpose, we shape the future, not just for ourselves, but for those who come after us. Will you rise to the challenge? Will you rise to the challenge? Your next level of leadership in life begins now. Since I wrap up, let me leave you with this powerful call to action. Embrace your extraordinary self. You are deserving of more. Your voice matters. Your stories matter. Your contributions are vital. It's time to wake up to your wow. Are you ready to step into your power and claim more, ladies? Because today, I'm not just giving you a framework. I'm giving you permission to wake up, own your brilliance, and win wildly. It's about seizing the opportunities in front of you, standing fully in your power, and making your presence undeniable. I believe in you. I see your greatness, and I invite you to walk boldly in it. Let's make this journey together, amplifying our voices and celebrating our worth. But before we go, I want to offer you something that will accelerate your journey. a real lasting transformation in how you lead, live, and succeed. If today's message resonated with you, if you're feeling that pull to create a new way of leading and living, then I invite you to take this deeper. Join me for From Hustle to Harmony, the 6-week leadership shift. This isn't just another coaching program. It's a movement. It's a space for high achieving women like you to finally break free from burnout, ditch the exhausting chase for balance, and step into true harmony where your ambition fuels you instead of drains you. Here's what you'll gain inside this transformational experience. 1, master your mindset. That's step 1. Time to break through the limiting beliefs keeping you stuck in overwork and burnout and overwhelm. 2, you get to unlock sustainable energy where you align your leadership with your natural rhythm so you're not running on fumes. 3, you get to set boundaries with confidence. Time to stop feeling guilty for saying no. No is a complete sentence. And start prioritizing what truly matters. You also get to embrace the Mizell factor. You get to shift from reactive leadership to intentional, purpose-driven success. And 5, you get to lead with overflow, not overwhelm. You get to create a leadership style that fuels both your career and your life. And remember, you don't have to choose between success and well-being. You can have both. Let me repeat that again. You don't have to choose between success and well-being. You can have both, and I'm here to walk beside you every step of the way. Enroll now for just $4.97. You get 6 weeks of live group coaching and a private community of powerhouse women just like you for support and accountability. We start May 1st, so secure your spot today. You ready to stop merely surviving and start thriving? Let's design a life that honors your brilliance, nurtures your soul, and leads to lasting success. Plus, as a special gift, when you connect with me at mizellcan@gmail.com, you receive a free gift, a powerful handout designed to accelerate your transformation and help you implement the steps from today's masterclass. This resource will guide you through the essential shifts you need to make in order to lead with clarity, purpose, and energy, empowering you to break free from burnout and step confidently into your next level of success. This is just the beginning, but don't let this moment pass. Take the next step toward aligned leadership and a life that thrives, not just survives. I'm here to support you every step of the way, and I can't wait to witness your incredible transformation. Reach out now at MizellCan, that's MIZELLCAN @gmail.com, and let's make this shift together. You deserve it. And as we come to the close of my segment today, oh my God, it's over? Really? Having so much fun with all of you. I want to take a moment to thank the incredible founders of this event, the top 100 most powerful Black Women Summit, for creating a space where we can all come together and elevate our leadership journeys. And to each of you who participated today, thank you. Thank you for showing up for yourself, for your leadership, and for your future. I see your potential, and I am beyond excited to watch you move from hustle to harmony in both your life and your leadership. Remember, the journey doesn't stop here. This is just the beginning. If today's message resonated with you and you're ready to take that next step, I invite you to reach out and connect with me. Let's continue to create the sustainable success you deserve, one that honors your brilliance, your energy, and your impact. So let's continue to wake up, own your brilliance, and win wildly together. Thank you again. I am Sheryll Mizell. It's been a plum-pleasing pleasure to be with all of you here today, and I can't wait to see what you achieve next. Thank you.